Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm on a increasing row. I'll do that before I mess it up like I did at my knitting natter today. You know, there's so much talking goes on, and when you're talking you make a lot of mistakes when you're knitting. I was knitting this, and I have to do, after I've done the little rosebud stitch, I have to do 4 rows after it. I was that busy talking, I did 6 rows, so I had to pull 2 rows out. Only was still talking and I pulled 3 rows out instead of 2. But at least it wasn't right down to the rosebud again. That's just one of those things that happens. And I'm checking I'm on a knit row when I'm sitting talking. But I had a good afternoon at my knitting natter, and I sorted out, there was only 4 of us. My friend Anne wasn't, I think she said she had company or something, so she couldn't come today. But the lady, one of the ladies, Alison, hasn't been very well for a couple of weeks, so I hadn't seen her, and we weren't there last week because of Easter Monday. But there was 4 of us. Alison was back this week, so there was 4 of us. And I sorted a bag of balls of wool out before I went. You know, I've got lots of balls, just one ball that's been left over from a lot of things I've been knitting, and the only thing I can do with it is, if I'm going to make a whole thing, is a little 16-inch or an 18-inch little cardigan. And so I'd sorted a lot of odd balls out and took them with me and put them on the table and tell them all just to fight over them. Pick what you want and fight over them, but the work between them, what they thought, you know, which colours I would want, and because they were all different colours. There was no 2 balls of the same thing, they were just odd balls what I'd had left, especially if I had maybe six balls of wool for an adult, some adult thing, and I only used 5, so there was a 1 left over. It was just things like that I took, so everybody was happy anyway. And you know, when we were coming home, it was only me and Molly, like you see, because Anne wasn't there, and it started like sleet. It was rain at first. You know, the sun was shining. It was quite mild. I think it was about 10 degrees this afternoon. I don't know where this came from, but there was sleet. It was hammering on the window of the car. And then it turned to hailstone, and it was chucking it down. And Molly only had a cardigan on in there. When she got in the car, she only come out with a cardigan on. She said, I'm going to get soaked, because she's very slow. Well, being her age, and, you know, they're not being all that steady on her feet, and she's a walking sick, and she's, I'm going to get soaked by the time I get in the house. But it actually stopped by the time we got to Molly's door, so she managed to get her in there. It did start again, so it looked as though it stopped just for her to get in the house, and then started again on my way home. But it wasn't too bad. It had stopped by the time I got home. But even though the sun was shining, and it was about 10 degrees today, I think, I still felt chilly after I put my scarf around my neck. But I don't know why I put this sweater on. It's not one I've knit, it's one I've bought, and it's got quite a low neck. You can see it comes down there like that, and that's why I'm wearing the scarf, because my neck was cold, and I have arthritis in my spine, so when my neck's cold it affects that. But I don't know why I put this sweater on, because I don't usually wear it until the weather gets like a little bit warmer, when I don't feel cold round the neck, but it's still cold enough to wear a sweater. But I thought, I haven't had it on since last year. Sometime I'll put this on for a change. I was sorry I did, actually, like I needed the scarf around my neck. But anyway, I took the little rosebud cardigan, and I took the other ones I had been knitting, because we hadn't seen the girls for a couple of some of the girls for a couple of weeks just to show what we've been knitting. That's what we do. Anything we're knitting, we're finished, we always take them to show each other what we've been doing. And Shirley, one of the ladies, she says, I can knit, but me sewing up's terrible. And I said, well, I'm not sewing anything up at the moment to show you, but then I said, I've got plenty of videos. You know, I've shown how to do sewing up and all that, and I had to hunt through the video, and I'm seeing they're going, oh, he's all going to have to put up with me talking. I says, because Shirley's watching this video for one I put on for her. But I think, you know, we're all talking and spoiling it for her. So I said to her, I'll just send the video to you. When I get home, I'll go through my computer and I'll copy and paste the video and send it to you on your phone, Shirley, or on your iPad. She watches them on her iPad. See, and then you can watch them in peace, and you can see how I do my sewing up. Because I was trying to explain to her, and I was trying to explain to her how to do the flat stitching. And she says, but what's flat stitching? How do you do flat stitching? And I'm saying, well, you just hold the two pieces together. I says, you don't put them together, you know, pin them together. But she says, you've got them pinned. But I says, I know, but I take the pin out and I hold the pieces side by side, not on top of each other. You don't over sew them. And I says, you see, you get a little bump on either side. And I says, you go through that little bump and you just stitch it. And I says, but you don't pull it tight. I says, you just do it normal through. So if you pull it tight, you'll tighten up the seam and you'll gather it. So I was sick of trying to explain to her, and then I thought, I've got plenty of videos on where I've shown how to do the sewing up. So that's what I did, and I sent the, when I got home, I went through my computer and I copied and pasted it and sent it to her, and I put a little note on the bottom. Make sure you watch all the videos that come up as well. I says, get me some pennies for showing you how to do this. She says back, she says, I will, don't worry. She says, I've got it on now. She says, I'm sick of the flaming adverts. I says, well, that's what makes my money on YouTube. I says, it's only pennies, but I says, they all add up and there's a lot of people watching them. So that was my little bit of help for someone today. And then they were all wanting to know where I got my wool from. And I says, well, one place where I was getting my little packs of 3 balls, we get that little like wool with the little spots of colour on that. I says, I was getting from Home Bargains. And then Alison chipped in. She says, you can't get it from Home Bargains anymore. I says, I know, that's what I'm saying. I says, I went for some the other Saturday, not Saturday gone, or the last time I was doing some shopping, I think. I thought, oh, I always get some packs of that when I'm up there because it's such a lovely wool to knit and it makes lovely baby things. They've changed their supplier. We can't get it anymore. That's Alison was complaining, and she says, I'm in the middle of knitting something and I don't think I'm going to have enough to finish it, and I couldn't get any more. I says to her, well, just tell me which one you're doing. I says, I've got a few packs at home. I can bring you a ball in if you need any. Just let us know. So anyway, she's going to let me know if she doesn't have enough. I says, even if it's not exactly the same dye lot, I say you'll probably not notice it because it's all, you know, just like one colour with little dots of, I think it's a blue one, I think she said she's seeing. It's like a very pale blue, but it's got dots of different shades of blue, deeper blues and all that in it. So I say you probably wouldn't notice if it was different. I say if you had to use a different dye, use it for the bands around the neck and the front and things like that. So I'm doing a rosebud on this row. Don't want to make a mistake. So that was a good afternoon, a lot of chat, and more chat than knitting, and I like to say another one of those weeks when I didn't get much knitting done. I never do when I go there, you know. There's always somebody wanting to know, like Alison was wanting. She is starting to sell some of the things that she knits. She sells them on Vinted and that, and she was just asking me how I go, where I go, and I was telling her, well, I says preferably if I can't sell anything, I says I prefer eBay, because I says eBay doesn't take anything off me. I says they charge the customer a buyer protection thing. I says I think it's the same on Vinted. That's where Alison said she was selling things and how much they were for. So she was asking me what's the measurements of what sizes, because she says Vinted keep changing the sizes she puts up, and she says, and she sells something to somebody and they think they're getting a bigger size, and she says they're complaining to her because they're too small, the things. And I says, so I was measuring. I took a couple of cardigans that I had done. I was measuring them and telling her what the measurements were of mine that I would do, and what age, how many months and that they're for, and that. And I says that's why I prefer eBay, because I says you just put up. Vintage apparently changes things, but I says they don't on eBay. What I put up goes up on eBay. The same with Etsy as well, but I don't sell like anything I've knitted on Etsy at the moment. I'm selling is knitting patterns and that on there. If I can't sell anything on eBay, if it's on eBay for a long time and I'm not selling it, I says I'll end up trying it on eBay, that's it. But I'm not bothered about Vinted, because I've heard too many scams going on there. My granddaughter was scammed out of a pair of boots she sold, were practically brand new, and someone bought them, must have wore them a couple of times, and then cut all the lining inside and sent them back and said that they were damaged and that they wanted the money back. And Vinted gave them the money back. And Cheryl said there was no damage to them whatsoever when she sold them. So I says, that is a scam, I says, and I'm not too happy about Vinted. I don't have any trouble with eBay. Some people might have, but I says I don't, so I prefer to stick to what I know is best. So I'm going to try and finish this one. I have, at the moment, I've got, this is all in one, the back and the two fronts. And I've managed to, this is easy to match because the back and the two fronts is all done, get a hold of it, is all done in one piece. So if you have any of those stripes that match up on the front, you don't have to match them on the front, and you just knit up. I had to match as best I could when I done the one of the fronts. When I come to do one of the other front, I had to match that up, because naturally I cut the wool off. You have to find the same point that it finished on. So I managed to match those up okay. And I done one of the sleeves. So I started the same as the bottom with the lighter colour to match the bottom parts with the ribs. So I managed the sleeve, and I had to cut some out to match the other sleeve to this sleeve, and I think I was just one rosebud. The colour changed just one part of the rosebud too high. If I'd done it 2 rows before that, it would have been an exact match. But it's not noticeable, it's just a little bit. I don't know whether you can see if I hold it closer, where the deeper pink started 2 rows further on. So that was that one, but that one is for Patricia when I finish that, and I'll be sending that with other little white bonnet and hat. So I have a little hat to do with this when I finish it. And this is the one I'm doing for my friend Anne. I haven't gotten any more of that one done. I'll do that one after I finish this one, because I wanted to finish this one was in order. Anne asked me out of the blue to knit a one, so I said you're just going to have to wait until I finish what other ones I've got to do first. And then I might even get on with some of my own, which have been put on the back burner again. My own always seem to end up on the back burner. It's not particularly for orders, but just the way things happen. So, but I think from now on, anything I knit for myself is going to be cardigans, because by the time I get them finished, we'll be into the warmer weather anyway, and it's more cardigans I want than sweaters. The sweaters are for the colder weather. So that's my little bit for today. I don't think I have any other knitting. The rest is all crochet. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another day. So bye for now.